Entrepreneurship is the greatest self-development journey that any individual will go on. Over the course of the last 3.5 years as an entrepreneur, I have grown so much, both personally and professionally. I've grown more in the last 3.5 years than I did in the previous 10. And what I mean by that is there's so many different things that you will go through as an entrepreneur that will challenge you, that will reward you, and that will really transform who you are as an individual, again, both personally and professionally. There's nothing that I have gone through on both the lowest of the lows and the highest of the high side that I would have ever been able to experience working for somebody else. And entrepreneurship in general is not for the faint of heart. It's not for those that are looking for security and for stability, because it is an entrepreneurial roller coaster, as I've referred to it as before. There are ups and there are downs and there's everything in between. And it's not so cut and dry. There are no 2 days, even with routines, there are no 2 days that are exactly alike as the previous one or the following day, which makes entrepreneurship extremely exciting. There's a lot of benefits, obviously, that come with being an entrepreneur, but over the course of your time as an entrepreneur, you will grow exponentially in your personal and professional life as an individual. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing, that can replace that. There are things, again, as I mentioned, that you will literally go through as an entrepreneur that you would never actually get the opportunity to do so if you were working for somebody else in any sort of fashion. There are things that come up on a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly, and even yearly basis that you have to be tasked with, that even if you are high up in another company, you're not wearing all of the hats, you're not thinking about all of the different things, about how you're going to have to make payroll, about how you have to hire and you have to fire somebody, about different pivots in the business that you're going to have to do. And at the end of the day, if you have to make those decisions working for somebody else, it's not the same weight as you owning your own business and being an entrepreneur and having to die and rise based on the consequences of those decisions. So entrepreneurship is 100% the greatest self-development journey that you will ever go on as an individual. It's something that, if you're up for the task, the rewards, the benefits, just the daily life of being an entrepreneur, I can't recommend it enough if you are up and willing to actually face what is going to come in front of you. I get a lot of questions from people that are just getting started in entrepreneurship or thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, and a lot of times people don't understand. I mean, I didn't understand what actually was at stake and what I was doing each and every single day. There are times where I have to go into certain things that, again, I just don't want to do, but at the end of the day, it's my company. I have to be the one that is sticking it at the end of the day, and making sure that things are getting done and making sure that everything is checking out and getting to a point within the business that makes the most sense for, obviously, my team, for my clients, for profitability, for myself. But it's not something that you can just put to the side or pass off to another day or another week. A lot of times you have to take action and you have to take control. So entrepreneurship is an incredible journey. It is one of the greatest self-developmental journeys that you will ever go on. At the other side of even just a couple months or a couple years, in my case, you will have learned more in that time than 10x the time before you became an entrepreneur. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, feedback, things like that, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you next week.